Long before the printing press, long before paper and books, humans had a revolutionary idea: to record their thoughts using symbols. This idea gave birth to writing, and the very first system known to us is cuneiform. Join us as we travel back to ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, to discover how cuneiform shaped human history. It all began around 3200 BCE in Mesopotamia, the region that is now modern-day Iraq. As agriculture flourished and cities like Uruk emerged, people needed a way to keep track of goods, taxes, and trade. Oral agreements were no longer enough. The solution? Writing. What began as simple pictograms carved into clay quickly evolved into a more sophisticated system known as cuneiform. The first symbols were often used to record quantities of grain, livestock, and goods. In a way, accounting was the driving force behind the invention of writing. Cuneiform, meaning wedge-shaped in Latin, was created by pressing a reed stylus into soft clay. The result was a system of marks that represented objects, ideas, sounds, and later, full words. Over time, these symbols transformed from simple pictograms to a complex script capable of expressing laws, poetry, and historical records. Cuneiform wasn't a single language. It was used to write several languages, including Sumerian, Akkadian, and later Babylonian. The Sumerians were the first to develop this writing system, and they used it extensively. One of the earliest and most famous examples of cuneiform writing is the Kish tablet, dating back to around 3300 BCE. It contains simple lists of goods and trade items, but it paved the way for more advanced uses of writing. Soon, Sumerians were recording myths, prayers, and even epic stories. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the world's oldest known epic poem, was written in cuneiform and tells the story of a heroic king searching for immortality. Writing was not just for storytelling and trade, it became a tool of governance. One of the most significant achievements of cuneiform was the creation of legal codes, the most famous being the Code of Hammurabi. Inscribed on a large stone stele, this code laid out laws covering everything from property disputes to criminal punishment. It demonstrated the power of writing to create order and justice in society. The phrase "an eye for an eye" comes from the Code of Hammurabi, showcasing how ancient laws influenced modern legal systems. As Mesopotamian civilizations expanded, so did the use of cuneiform. The Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians adopted and adapted the script for their own languages and purposes. However, as the centuries passed, other writing systems emerged, including the Phoenician alphabet, which was simpler and more accessible. By around 100 BCE, cuneiform had largely fallen out of use, replaced by alphabetic scripts. The last known cuneiform inscription dates to 75 CE, marking the end of a 3,000-year era of writing. Though the last cuneiform tablet was written over 2,000 years ago, its impact is still felt today. It was the first step in humanity's journey to record knowledge and pass it down through generations. Without cuneiform, we might never have developed modern writing systems, literature, or historical records. Today, digital databases preserve translations of cuneiform texts, making the wisdom of ancient Mesopotamia accessible to scholars and history enthusiasts alike. Cuneiform was more than just the first written language. It was a revolution that reshaped human history. From simple trade records to epic tales of kings and gods, it laid the foundation for everything we know about storytelling, law, and communication. What do you think is the next great evolution in writing? Let us know in the comments. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you in another ancient history.